Welcome back to a brand new video, guys. It's been a very long time. It's been like 2 weeks. I'll explain why. First off, I'm a college student and finals are coming up, so I've had a lot of studying and I've had a lot of assignments to do, and I've been working a lot. So I leave to California in a month for some vacation with some of my friends, so I've just been kind of grinding out school and grinding out work to save as much money as possible. But I'm back with a new video, and as you guys can tell from the title, another terrorist attack happened while I was away, not making a video. Are you surprised? No, not really. I'm really not surprised at all. It happened in London again. I've heard a lot of people say it's now London Stan. I just want to know when England will say enough is enough and actually do something about it. If you guys were watching some of the videos, the police didn't even have guns. They were just running around telling people to get down, which is very odd. In America, the terrorists just probably would have been shot because the police had guns. But anyway, it's not none of my business. I mean, I'm not going to tell them how to do it, except I'm telling you how to do it. The police with guns. Put guns in the hands of police officers, and less people will die, okay? Literally, these savages, these terrorists that go out and kill people were literally do anything. They got out of a van and started stabbing people, okay? That's how deranged this radical ideology is, okay? Okay. That is not what I want to talk about today. Today I want to talk about the Trump and the Paris Agreement, okay? This was a big thing that happened like last week, and Trump pulled out, and the left is literally losing their minds. They are going crazy. The world is going to end, okay? The world is going to end. This is the end of the world, okay? The carbon emissions, now that we've pulled out of this agreement, we're all going to die by CO2 carbon emissions. Yeah, well, it's been nice knowing you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I won't see you guys next video. We're all gonna die. Have a wonderful day, guys. Okay, bye.
Oh, we're all gonna die! Barry, snap the fuck out of it and run!
I believe in climate change. Not like the catastrophic climate change. The climate change is in the planet is cold sometimes, the planet is hot sometimes. For example, the planet was in a global cooling period when the Black Plague was going on, right? And since the planet has gotten a little bit hotter ever since, the Black Plague hasn't been around. I mean, you can go look at graphs and everything, and it shows that. I don't believe that the polar bears will stop drinking Coca-Cola because the ice is melting, okay? It's just, I don't think that's going to happen. Now, like, there's been a whole bunch of myths, and I've watched a whole bunch of videos and really tried to educate myself on this. It's just, like, it's not one of the more topics I'm more passionate on, but I think people are a little bit overreacting here. The Paris Agreement was really not fair for the United States, okay? First of all, we paid for India and China, how much money they would have put into the Paris Agreement. We paid for their part. So really, we're really covering it for other countries that really don't want to make a change. China, the biggest polluter in the world, next to India. They're both like the top 3 polluters in the entire world. They don't care about carbon emissions, okay? Everyone's attacking Trump because it's the end of the world. Why don't they go attack India or China? Because that's who the real polluters are in this world, okay? Now, this is an article written by Ben Shapiro. Yes, the great Ben Shapiro. And this is 5 reasons why pulling out of the Paris Agreement was the right thing to do. First, number 1, the accord was a treaty, and President Obama refused to treat it like one, okay? It technically goes on to say the treaty was very symbolic and really didn't do anything for the country. Point number 2, there were legal implementations problems with the Paris Accord. So again, this kind of goes off the symbolic thing that President Obama made it such a big deal that any other future president who would pull out or make a change to it would be criticized. Very smart on Obama's part. Point number 3, it would have had no impact. Okay, this is one of my favorite. The private sector already chose a low carbon future. Okay, look, it's like you see the hypocrisy in the left. Okay, if you guys watch Ben Shapiro, you guys know he says there's constant inconsistencies with the left. Okay, the left preaches more government, less private sector. Trump pulls out of the Paris Agreement, and you know what they say? You know what? The private sector is going to decide the future anyway, because that's the future, okay? Yes, it is. You're right. Finally, you're right on something, okay? So it's kind of, you see their inconsistencies a lot, especially with this argument. And then point number 4, it let other countries free ride. Yes, this goes to like where we have to pay for China and India. Carbon emissions by 2030 only going up 0.2, something along those lines, I believe. Point number 5, it put America last. Okay, he goes on to say right here, and it's a very good point, it was about creating public pressure for the U.S. government to intervene in its own economy without requiring any of those with whom we compete, okay? We're kind of beating ourselves with this Paris Agreement. I think it's a good thing he pulled out, okay? The amount of carbon emissions that will have gone up since we pulled out of this, like 0.2. So if you can take away anything from this video, it's that the left is just a little bit paranoid. Yeah, they're a little bit paranoid, and it's so great because the left just use constant character attacks that you're not smart, that you're a climate change denier if you don't support the Paris Agreement. It's literally hysterical, okay? The left is running around with their heads cut off that we pulled out of the Paris Agreement when it's really not going to make that big of an impact, okay? Not going to make that big of an impact. And then they're going to, this is what they're going to say. What about our children? Okay, you don't know the facts. 97% of scientists say climate change is real. Yeah, in a poll that you handpicked scientists. And one last thing before I wrap up this video. Last video, I did have some wrong statistics. I went to Pew Research, and I also found a Ben Shapiro video on the Muslim minority of radical Muslims, and it's up towards around 50%. 30-40% are kind of radical, and then there's kind of that grouping. So if you imagine like a little kind of circle thing, so there's a little circle, and outside of that, and outside of that, and outside of that, you don't have to be a terrorist to have radical views. So it's upwards, kind of close to 40 to 50% up there. Again, my statistics were wrong in the last video, so I do apologize, and I will try to not make that mistake again. So I do apologize about that, but hopefully you guys do forgive me, and hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. And if you guys did, drop a like down below. It really helps a lot if you guys really like the video. It makes me super motivated to keep making videos when I see lots of comments and lots of likes. So if you guys did enjoy, drop a like, drop a comment, and if you are new, subscribe to this channel to trigger some social justice warrior beta cucks. Have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and you too. Much love, you guys. Peace out.